What is up, everyone? Welcome to the ESL Pro Tour Asia Open Cup number 7. In the top left corner, as the green Protoss, it's Chance. And in the bottom right, as the red Zerg, it's Silky. Today is going to be a 5-round tournament. We're starting off in the round of 32. We have almost exactly 32 players. I think it's like 31 checked in or something like that. Not excluding walkovers, of course. Chance going out for a probe scout. Silky going for a hatch first here on Nightshade. I feel like the first map of most series is just Nightshade. Like, pros love this map a lot. And I think that's due to the fact that, you know, there's just a lot of variation in terrain on this map. You have your high grounds, you have your low grounds, you have your choke points, but you also have your open spaces, right? Zerg doesn't mind so much. Of course, there are rocks everywhere, but you can always break those down for mid-game pushes. This is quite the matchup to start off with. I would expect Chance and Silky to make like maybe the round of 8 before they met, but we're having this in the round of 32. Unfortunately, one of these players is going to be eliminated here tonight, while the other will move up to the round of 16, where they will have their chance continued at that $100 US and 10 ESL Pro Tour points, or 5 for second place. Silky gonna chase away the probe. Make sure his third doesn't get patrol blocked or pylon blocked, anything like that. Even keeps 2 lings at home defensively. Drops that third. It's going to give up chasing the probe. The slow lings will never actually kill this before it can get back home. Chance going to open Stargate and go into double Adept. I think Chance, definitely one of the top Koreans to watch here. Well, okay, let me rearrange that sentence so it doesn't say something I don't mean it to. Chance is probably one of the best Koreans to watch this year, I think, along with Zaun. Zaun outperforming Chance quite a bit, I do believe. I don't have the numbers in front of me right now, but from my previous study. We'll see how things go here. Silky, pretty established Zerg. And I really do think this is kind of an even matchup player-wise. Okay, Silky knows about the Stargate. He's gonna throw down safety spores, at least in the main, at least in the third. Dep's gonna poke out to the third, flash back. Make sure there's no lings besieging his base. Silky patrolling lings everywhere to make sure you can see all possible angles of a Protoss move out. Phoenix Oracle pokes into the main, but not going to get any damage done. Shield's gone off the Oracle, and a little bit of hull damage means that Chance is going to have to back out for now. Regen some of those shields, or he can move back into the mineral line and try and get a couple drones zapped down with his double Oracle play. He is probably going to wait these 5 Adepts to shade forward and distract Silky and his natural. Forge and a Twilight Council dropped here for Chance. It's not going to fully wait for the Adepts. Goes in. Hits 3 drones. Backs out. Here come the Adepts onto creep, but, I mean, the amount of creep spread Silky has means he's going to be able to react to the Shade in time. He follows the Shade just long enough that Chance is going to want to cancel it. And then moves forward to get the surrounds, and none of these Adepts will survive, and Oracle goes down as well. This is a beautiful hold here for Silky. Gets the Observer as well. Chance going to take a third, but with only one Observer to defend here, he could be vulnerable to a Ling Hydra attack. Did I say Observer? I meant Oracle. He could be vulnerable to a Ling Hydra attack here from Silky. Chance trying to zap drones down again. He gets one. Excuse me. Baneling Nest going down for a red Zerg. Hydra speed a little over halfway done, and there's 10 Hydra. Silky is taking a 4th though. Champs on the defense with an Archon, 2 Immortals, and a couple Sentries. Building up 6 Gateways. Charge and +1 hitting the field for the Protoss. Silky. Now with Hydra speed. Getting up that Hydra Ling, soon to be Hydra Ling Bane. I feel like he could have like moved out and smashed the Protoss here, but just opting not to. And it's been quite a bit of a delay. So Silky gonna have a better chance to hold this, or Chance gonna have a better opportunity to hold this. My God, if Silky chooses to move out. Revelation has worn off. Silky just gonna take a 5th though. Chance moves back in. And it's Oracle's in a little bit of danger. Ooh. Silky on the move command. Unable to zap down the Oracle. +2 on the way for Chance as he takes a 4th. Very passive game from both players. We saw, you know, 6 Adept aggression and a couple Oracles, but Chance was very careful. This is Air Force. He's gonna send 6 Zealots around now. A try and harass Silky. He gets a cancel on one of the hatches. Oh. Storm finally connects with the Hydra. There's still one more Storm back here on these High Templar. That's the only one left here for Chance, so he's going to want to use that very carefully. Silky chooses to disengage. The Zealots actually taking out 2 Queens, a hatch, and that's it. That's what they got. But again, these guys not okay. All right, this is. There are no vulnerable probes here, unfortunately. So all these Banelings gonna go down. For almost no value to Chance. He got 5 probes. That's not worth 6 Banelings. Finally picking off the Phoenix, getting the Oracle, getting a Zealot. Gonna respond down here to this bottom left corner attack. Ugh. However, Chance able to cancel another hatch of Silky, keeping him pinned on 4 base for quite some time now. Another baker's dozen of banelings morphing in. Chance's creep spread a little bit out of control. But we are approaching late game. Pathogen glands almost finished for the Zerg as well. The sling attack speed. And Chance continuing to build his death ball here, going for shields now after +2 weapons for this Archon heavy army. It's a nice pick on the banelings, and once again a hatch going down for Silky as Zealots flank to the bottom left. They're going to be met with some banelings. A Hydra. The Zealots are deleted, but at a little bit of a gas cost to the Zerg. Silky, once again, pushed back to 4 base as Chance takes a 5th. I think Silky needs to max out and go here because his economy is going to be kind of in the dumpster for a little while. Main armies flanking, engaging, banelings do connect. Some of the Archons, some of the Immortals in the bottom left. Chance hitting another base, taking it down, and Silky's going to tap out. Chance takes game number 1. I think I meant to say Zown. Okay, in the top left, as the green Protoss, it's Chance. In the bottom right, as the red Zerg, it's Silky. Chance just taking down hatch after hatch after hatch in game number 1. Silky stuck on 4 base for like at least 6 minutes. Playing a little bit too defensively, always defending behind the hatches, meaning he was just kind of getting bullied around by Chance. He made 1 attack, but it felt too delayed against the Protoss, and Chance was able to take the win. Bling's gonna force away the probe, so Silky can take a 3rd if he wants, or throw down tech without being scouted. And it looks like Silky is going for the 3rd. Chance gonna try. Get the scout on it, sees it, it's gonna back out. See Adept, and it's a pretty early Twilight Council here, this time from Chance. Just 2 gas in the main. This could go a number of ways. There's the robotics facility, a stalker coming out to try and deny scouting from the Zerg. on this early Twilight Council. And it's going to be a Resonating Glaives play out of the Protoss. Silky going to have to identify this. He should know whenever he sees the third Adept what kind of shenanigans are going on. Stalker gets a little bit of health shaved off the Overlord, going to make it a little bit easier to shut down the scouting of our Red Zerg player. Silky going to chase down one of these Adepts. You do not want to lose an Adept or even hull health on an Adept as the Protoss before Resonating Glaives hit. I mean, it's a less valuable unit until that upgrade hits, right? So even if you're trading it out, it's going to be able to trade more effectively with the upgrade being active. There's the Warp Prism. Silky still being denied scouting here. He's just going to drop a Roachhorn, get out more Queens, still droning up to the 42 worker mark. There's 14 Lings. So with the Ling play, Chance is very likely going to try and take a third here. So he has a couple of options. He can send his Lings across the map and try and cancel the Protoss third, or he can stay in a defensive posture and chase around the shade of the Adepts, making sure he gets us around if they choose to complete it. 14 more Lings on the way. This, with the 3 Queens, is enough to handle them. Handle the Adepts of Chance. Chance is going to get surrounded here. The second wave of Lings should pop onto the shade. There it is. There's the response from Silky. And the first wave is taken care of, but here comes wave number 2. Silky gonna lose a Queen. Chance cancels the shade, but he will get surrounded here. He can save a couple of these in the Warp Prism, and he will do so. Silky with a beautiful defense here. You can see Chance did send the probe out to make a third, but it got shut down, and that means Chance is going to be floating about 500 minerals here. Silky splitting off half his Lings to continue denying this third. Stalker tries to clean things up, but this Stalker is not going to be long for this world either, while the rest of the Lings and a couple Roaches chase around the Warp Prism, trying to make sure that Silky doesn't get blindsided by a Warp-In of Adepts and lose an entire drone line. Chance gonna get his third denied once again. Silky saying, hey, you like containing me on 4 base? Alright, I'm gonna contain you on 2 base. You're never gonna take a third. Going out! Yeah, this is enough Protoss to clean this up, especially with half the Lings not fighting. And Chance finally going to throw down that third Nexus. Chance still trying to find some drone damage. He's going to get some delayed mining time and 2 kills. I don't know that this is enough Protoss here to break the Zerg right now. Oh, they clip creep. Silky knows about this. Protoss units have been seen. Silky gonna respond with 4 more Ravagers, 4 more Roaches, handful of Lings. Chance cancels another 4th of Silky. And he's going to recall. He doesn't want to overextend. He doesn't want to lose his third. And I don't think that Silky knows about the recall. Okay, Chance engaging behind the drone line with a double Immortal drop. Chance is going to be faced with a hit squad of roaches and some lings, but Silky is counterattacking across the map. It does look like there might be enough Protoss to hold this. However, Silky not engaging into the shield batteries is going to get an early Immortal kill, forcing the Protoss to come to him as he threatens the wall, unpowers 2 of the warp gates, and now there's not enough Protoss to hold here, I don't think. A DT going to hold the line in the wall, make sure these roaches don't hit the probe line. No detection with those roaches. Nice play from Chance. Silky engaging into the shield batteries. Going to have to deal a little bit of extra damage to these Protoss units. Chance picks off the Overseer. I mean, Silky is going to be forced to back out. 1 DT in the mix for that army there. Taking out a couple of roaches. Chance going for +2 weapons. Silky sneaking out some drones. Not taking another 4th. Well, okay, so not trying to go up to 5-6 bases, anything crazy like that. Just droning up his 4th. Blink almost finished. Or a green toss. Another half dozen drones on the way. Ooh, that's a kill, not a cancel. On the attempted 5th of Silky. Not like this. Not again. Silky has a lot of corrosive bile here. He could push across this bridge. There's no more sentries with that army. I think Silky needs to move out, not respect this pressure from Chance. This Warp Prism, kind of an idiot magnet here. Keeping Silky at home. Silky has a heavy army supply advantage right now, and could easily snipe this 4th base of Chance or threaten the natural once again. I don't think he can engage into the 3rd with the shield batteries and a Warp Prism and Immortals, but Silky again trying to take a 5th, sending a Ling backstab, try and take down at least the probe line at this 4th base. Oh no, half the Ling's not attacking, and the probe line is mineral locked through the army of the Protoss. Only 3 probes in damage there. Silky forced to back out here, trading out a couple Lings. Chance shades behind the mineral line of Silky. Not going to find any damage there. Does eat a couple Banelings, though. Disruptors coming onto the field for the Protoss. Two juicy hits against these Ravagers, and this entire equation changes. Right now, I do favor the Zerg here, especially now that he's getting some Lings into the Nat of his opponent, but... Okay. Kind of whiffs on both the Disruptor hits as Silky tries to manage multiple battles going on at once. Force fields are all gone. There's no more Sentry energy left. However, another Disruptor moves forward and is going to force the Zerg away. However, Silky finally getting cleaned up in the natural. However, attacking at the 3rd with even more Lings. I feel like Biles on that bridge could have been pretty huge, but Silky on a full retreat, trying to meet up with his reinforcements and the 30 Banelings morphing in at home. He's going to come in from multiple angles, the Lings returning from shutting down Chance's fourth. Are they though? They're going to sweep into the third. Cannon's gonna nope, he's gonna hold position it. Alright. Shield battery is going to anchor the health on a lot of these probes though. Banelings in the middle of the Ravagers could be a nice target for a disruptor shot. I think Silky is being way too defensive here. There's no sense. There's one force field in this entire army. There we go. There's the Banelings. The Stalkers blink back, but there's the Baneling connections. The Immortals abandoned by the Stalkers as they tried to save their own lives go down. The Disruptor goes down. It's just 4 more Stalkers moving in here. GG is called, and Silky evens up the series 1-1. In the bottom left, as the green Protoss, it's Chance. And in the top right, as the red Zerg, it's Silky. Score is 1-1. One of these two great players is going to be going down here in the round of 32. The other moves on to the round of 16. Silky with a hatch gas pool, and we'll have to wait and see if Chance goes for the same build as the previous games. Silky very likely to continue using a Ling Bane Ravager style. And it does look like both these players are going to stick to their builds. Here's the Stargate from Chance. Here's the Adept. Here's the third from Silky. There were the Lings chasing down the probe. And here's going to be the Ling Patrol, set up to intercept any Protoss move-outs. It's going to be 4 gas this time from Chance, so no super cheeky play. Should see a Robo anytime now. And Chance should be trying to take a third here. Probably going to start getting into +1 upgrades off of a Forge as well. Silky, in the meantime, getting out 8 more Lings and a few Spore Crawlers. did see the Oracle go out with his Zergling, so going to be quite nice and cozy at home to prepare for this. Adepts, gonna get 2 drone kills. Transfuse saves the Overlord. Twilight Council going down back at home for Chance. Robo already hitting the field. He's going to go into Immortal play. Board's finishing up to get +1 started, and the third almost finished as well. Silky holding on with not very much damage at all, considering the forces Chance deployed against him. Silky going for a Nidus. Okay, alright, this is a bit different than the previous games. Burst Speed coming out as well. He's doing his best to deflect Chance from scouting this. I don't think Chance saw this. This did go down after the initial aggression. 2 hallucinated Phoenix also going to be flying completely blind to this Nidus. There it is. Silky not going to hit with Roach Speed. He's going to tap in a little bit before then. Here come the Queens. Here comes the Roach. Here comes the Ling. Nice Force Field. It's going to keep the Zerg zoned for now. There are no Ravagers on the field. 1 morphing in. And still a couple Force Fields left for the Protoss. Stasis Ward dropped. Maybe catch out Silky if he overextends. It's going to take out 2 Roaches. Probably not the connection Chance was hoping for. But hey, every little bit helps. Protoss is officially out of Force Fields for now. Energy is regenerating. However, Chance is steadily losing ground. Silky doesn't like his odds, and he's going to back out into the main of Chance. Silky flooding into the Protoss main. A huge Artosis pylon powering 4 warp gates. If that pylon falls, this could all be over for Chance. Silky takes down the Stargate. Two sentries going down for the Protoss. This defense is looking weaker and weaker here for Chance. Remember, Silky can just reinforce with Ling Roach. The Nidus is still totally healthy. Silky. Oh no, Chance held on! Oh, wait, Silky sent his inject queens through the Nidus. Okay, alright. Chance takes the series 2-1. I really thought